Alright y'all, I'm back in the shed. This is going to be a little bit of a different video. My daughter and I got Berkeley over here. Say hey. Hey. We're out here in the shed because we just got home. She had a violin recital performance, whatever you want to call it. She had that earlier today, and while I was in town, I met a couple of folks after that for a Facebook Marketplace meetup in a Walmart parking lot. And then on the way home, I met a lady at a gas station in the parking lot for another Facebook Marketplace pickup. And let's see, we will talk about the first item that I picked up. And all this is related to video games, somehow or another. Alright, first thing up, I picked up this Nintendo 3DS right here. And it has Super Mario Brothers 2 with it. Has the stylus and the charger. This is the pink rose color. It works, but sometimes it will not recognize the cartridge in it. And I don't know if the problem is the cartridge or if it's in the console. But I bought this so I could test Nintendo 3DS games. And that's the only reason I bought it. Just so if I buy a game from somebody to resell it, that I can know for sure that it works. But y'all, I only paid $25 for this thing right here. If it was in perfect working order, it would be, it looks like, worth around $100 to $120 shipped. So that would be a great pickup for $25. And I'm not sure what the Mario game is worth. I mean, I'm just guessing maybe 15 bucks. But that's why I picked that up, just so I could use it as a test unit. And I'm hoping I can fix it so it will recognize that game all the time, or maybe I can find another game so I can see if it's a problem with this game cartridge. But even if I can't and I decide to sell it, it looks like you can sell this thing used for parts for somewhere around $40 to $50. So I can still get my money back, because I could sell the console with the charger, and then I could sell the Mario Brothers 2 separately. So I would still be able to get my money back. Alright, now, the other stuff that I met up for. The first thing is this TV right here. And Berkeley's in here watching some VeggieTales on it because we're testing some other equipment. So I picked up this TV. I was hoping that I would find one of these small old TVs with a working VHS in it, but the VHS does not work. We put this VeggieTales VHS in it a few minutes ago, and it almost ate it up, didn't it? It curled up some of the tape. But I got this TV right here and this Orion VCR, which works. We've already tested it. And this TV came with this remote, and it works. But I got these two together, y'all, for only $25. The reason I wanted this is I wanted to test VHS with it, but I also wanted to be able to use this to test old video game equipment, like your old NES or your GameCubes that have the RF hookups where you have to screw them into the coax on the back. So that's why I wanted it. But I'm still going to keep it, because I can play Duck Hunt and stuff like that on it. If I ever get an NES with Duck Hunt, I will have that to try it out with. But got those two for $25, and it looks like that VCR right there is worth somewhere around $40 to $50. So I will sell the VCR on eBay or Mercari or somewhere like that. And my other pickup was this VHS/DVD player right here. This is a Magnavox DV220MW9, and I believe I've sold one of these before. And we're actually testing this unit on that TV right now. We've got it hooked up to the auxiliary port, and we're watching a VHS right now. And I'm gonna flip it over to the DVD. You can wait. And it works also. So let me flip this back for Berkeley before she freaks out. But Let me turn that off. But I picked this up from a lady at a gas station on the way home. She was had this on Facebook Marketplace, and she was only asking $20 for it. And she said everything worked on it, and she wasn't lying. It all works. Well, y'all, this one right here is worth somewhere between $80 and $90. And like I said, I think I've already shipped one of these things out here before. But it's worth the $20 I paid for it. I'm not going to make a killing on it, but I will most likely double my money or make a little bit more than that. But I could also keep this as a test unit. I'm not sure yet. I think I'm probably going to sell it though. And I'm going to keep my eye out for another one of these TVs, but I want a working VHS on the bottom of it. But why am I doing this, y'all? Why do I need this TV? Because I want to be able to test stuff before I send it out to people. I don't want to send people a GameCube or Super Nintendo or something like that that I have not tested. I don't want to send it to them and then have to give a return, because then I've got to pay the shipping to them. I got to pay the shipping back. So I just don't want to do that. But the other reason is, I think I'm going to start my own video game collection. I think I'm going to start picking some of the titles that I used to play when I was younger, and just if I find some great items that I think I can hold on to and the value might go up on them, I might do that. And while we're talking about video games, I want to show y'all a way to make some extra money off of a console. So hold on just a minute. Okay, so I recently picked up a Nintendo GameCube at a Salvation Army, and I paid $19.99 for it, and it said as is, and so I took a chance on it because it was only $20. I know what these things can sell for because I've sold them before, so let's talk about it. Alright, so what I got was the console, one remote, the RF cable switch, and the power supply. It was all there. And this one also had, I believe it had 2 memory cards. We have already sold the memory cards. Alright, if you sold all this right here together, you would get somewhere around $90. And that could be with or without shipping, right? Alright, you can take this right here, and you can list this for $59.99 if it works, if it's fully tested and you verify that it works. You can list that for $59.99 and shipped, and it is going to sell. Those things sell every day on eBay and Mercari. And if you found out it was a bad unit, you could sell it for parts, and you could probably get $35 to $40 for it, just like that for parts, y'all. But so you got $60 there. All right. Remember, I told you could sell it for like $90 to $100, right? So you got $60 there. This controller right here, if you test it out, the cord's in good condition, all the buttons work, it's fairly clean. You can list this for $29.99 on eBay, and it's going to sell. I'm not telling you that it's going to sell in a day's time, but it is going to sell eventually. All right, so we got $90 right there going out, right? Well, we also have this power supply right here. This power supply, you can list it between $14.99 and $19.99 on eBay, and it's going to sell. I would list it for $19.99, which is what I did with this one, and I would put it at like maybe a 5% promoted listing to get it on out of here. All right, next, that leaves us with this RF switch. And you can sell these two separate. There's a switch in there, and I can't remember what you call this thing. I think you call it like a modulator or something, but you can sell them each for $10 shipped, or you can put them together and sell them between $14.99 and like $17.99. So, you know, for $20 I paid for this. I made my money back when I sold the memory cards pretty much, but then I made even more money there. I made more money there, made more money there, made more money there. Now, it's up to you. I mean, you can take the time to ship this one, ship this one, ship this one, ship this one, or you can put them all together and go ahead and get your money back. That's totally up to you. But, you know, it works out even better if you get 2 remotes with them when you get them. But still, plenty of money to be made right there if you just pay $20 for the item. The only thing is, you don't know that it necessarily works, right? You're taking a chance every time you buy these things. Alright, now let's talk about a Nintendo GameCube game, because not all of these games are worth a lot of money. Some of them are worth $10, some $15, but there's some out there that are really worth some money, y'all. It's not even in the package. I just put them in these. I take a piece of paper and fold it up and make my own little like sleeve for it. This is Super Mario Sunshine for the GameCube. It's just the disc. Now I've tested it out in my GameCube to make sure it works. It does have scratches on the back, but y'all, that one game will sell for $31.99 if you list it on eBay, or Mercari, or maybe even Poshmark. I haven't really tried selling those on Poshmark, but I do know I've already sold one of those before that was scratched up worse than that. But I picked up another GameCube the other day, and it had, I think there was 2 controllers and 6 or 7 games, and I paid up for that one a little bit because it had this in there. You'll notice that is Super Mario Sunshine. Well, this time, at least it had the case. It does not have the manual inside, though. So it is just the game. And there's a picture of what that game looks like, so y'all can keep your eye out for it. Now, this one is in much better condition than the other one. This one here is clean, y'all. It's got like 1 scratch on it. So it's in awesome condition. And condition does matter on these games. But because of the condition and because I have the case, it sold within 30 minutes today for $39.99. I listed it, and I listed a few more things, and I went in the house and sat down in the recliner, and that thing sold like within 30 minutes. And this one is listed, but it hasn't sold yet, but I'm expecting it any time in the next couple of days. If you can find that Super Mario Sunshine with the manual and the disc is in the condition this disc is in, you'll probably fetch another $5 to $8, something like that. But y'all, my idea here is to start buying more consoles, start picking up more video games with them, and the stuff I can resell on eBay, I'm going to do that. But if I start finding rare games that I want, then I might hold on to them. And the way I'm going to fund that is by selling all this other stuff. So I might buy a console that comes with games just for one game. But I'm going to try to start a collection, and I may talk about it sometimes on the channel. I don't know. That's not really what my channel is going to be about. It's more about reselling. But I hope y'all learned a little something from talking about these Nintendo GameCubes and the TV and VCR and stuff. It's something I've been thinking about for a while, and today everything just kind of came together. I mean, we came together with games. We came together with a Nintendo 3DS for $25. I came through with a TV and a VCR combo for $25, and I'm going to make money off of it, and I get to keep the TV. So I'm kind of funding my own new habit. But thank y'all for being here, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Berkeley, you want to say bye?
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Game over, man.